This is a standing dumbbell good morning exercise. Now, it's a variation of a hip hinge, and I strongly recommend you practice the movement pattern with a broomstick on your spine, much as you would have done with a Romanian deadlift, in order to ensure that you're moving correctly prior to adding weight to this exercise. Okay, so the setup involves a wide stance with your feet, wider than shoulder width, okay? And your toes are gonna turn out at a 45-degree angle. So not perfectly forward facing and not all the way out to the side, but halfway in between. Okay, so that's the foot position. And now I'm gonna show you from the side what the movement looks like. I'm barely moving my knees. My knees stay only slightly bent as I flex at the hip and fold forward with my torso. So I'm thinking about bringing my chest towards the ground, okay, by flexing my hip. Now, the purpose of this stick on my spine is to ensure that my spine position remains neutral throughout the range of motion. You'll know that if the stick touches between your shoulder blades at the top of your back and your tailbone throughout the range of motion. What happens if you're using movement of your low back is that you'll lose contact of the stick, typically with your tailbone here at the bottom of the range of motion. Sometimes it's just a matter of staying a little bit high with the range of motion, not going quite as low until you get the hang of it, and perhaps your hip mobility improves such that you can get a little bit lower. So I recommend that you really practice this movement pattern before adding weight, okay? Now, as always, we want to be tall through the crown of our head, and we want to keep an open, proud chest, as I say, throughout this movement. Okay, so that's what it looks like from the side, and from the front, it looks like this. When you're ready to add weight, what you can do is grab a dumbbell, starting with a light weight, and you're just going to hold it against your chest like this. My elbows are tucked to the sides of my body, my lats are engaged, I'm expending no energy holding it out front here. I'm resting it here, and shoulders are down and back, proud chest, tall through the crown of my head, feet in the correct position, and then I'm simply gonna tip forward and then come back up from the side. Down for 3, up for 1.